48 type scores out of these two guys.
There they are, the two competitors coming out for the men's individual bronze medal match. Segio Pagni and Reo Wilde of the United States, as the crowd looks on in anticipation. And Pagni, just like Tonioli, trying to make up for that lost opportunity in the mixed team competition, trying to pick up a medal here and go home with the bronze. Pagni got to this match by defeating Pierre-Julien Deloche by 3 and then dropped a 2-point decision to Braden Gellenthien, who we'll see in the gold medal match in just a couple of moments. And there is a good look at Reo Wilde, who defeated Dietmar Trillis of Canada by 2 and then lost to the semis to Roger Willett Jr. That was a heck of a match as well, as Reo doffs his cap to the crowd here. In that match with Willett, it went to the tiebreaker, and Roger shot a 10, Reo shot a 9. Reo's in the bronze medal match.
Yeah, and you can see Logan's in the box with Reo, and you know, Rio's been shooting good all year, and so has Sergio, and Reo only dropped, I think, 6 points total for his 4 matches getting into this bronze medal match, so should be a really good match. Both of you guys are shooting good.
Silence falls on the crowd here at Lindquist Field as the first arrow flies, and it's a 9. On target 2 for Reo Wilde. Now Segio Pagni aiming at target number 1.
With a perfect 10 just under a spider. What a good shot. It's a good way to start off the match.
Like a lot of the shots you shot last night. Reminds me of Brady Ellison.
Reo shoots
Still on that left side.
Reo responding.
You could hear Logan telling him he's shooting a little left.
Pagni,
Just
almost
yeah.
an identical shot. And Reo, knowing he needed a 10 to keep up, shoots a 9. And can only hope that Pagni's just a little bit off dead center with this shot. But he is not.
What good shooting by Sergio, shooting a perfect 30 to start out there, and uncharacteristic of Reo really to shoot a 28 to open up, but we'll see. We still got 12 more arrows to shoot, and like last match with Erica and the Italian shooter, it's
Far from over.
Far from
Far
over.
from over. And Reo Wilde knows that. He's been around a long time. Used to work for UPS, doesn't anymore, now can make a living in the sport of archery, thanks in part to the World Cup and the money that's available. In fact, what is it, about $150,000, $200,000 in total prize money waiting for you folks over in Istanbul at the World Cup finals?
Yeah, it's a bunch. I don't know what the exact conversion rate is it, but I think it's 150,000 Swiss francs, which converts well for us. So. Reo Wilde really needs to start shooting a bunch of 10s here to get back in this match, and he shoots one there. So
he heard you.
Yeah, he knows it. He knows he has to shoot it, and he knows Sergio's a great shot, and probably is not going to give him too many more points.
Sergio catches the line, it's in.
Yep.
10 points.
Just in on the outside.
So close does count in archery.
Yep, you just got to touch the line. Reo shooting a 9 low. And you can see him shaking his head there, not very happy with that.
Yeah, you can see the wheels turning in his head.
Yeah. Sergio just being flawless right now, 5 in a row.
Like a machine.
Yep.
Segio Pagni.
There's a 10 for Reo.
That'll lift his spirits a little bit. But Pagni yet to shoot anything less than a 10 in the first 2 sets.
And there's a 9.
There's a 9.
So
He
Rio,
is human after all.
Yeah. Rio didn't lose any that end, just still 2 points back. But Pagni's shooting good, so Rio really needs to come out here and shoot 9-10s to finish this match to give himself a real good shot at coming back.
So Reo Wilde, who hails from Pocatello, Idaho, along with his brother Logan to the left. And this is as good as shooting in your own backyard, considering the distance you folks travel around the world to compete against each other, albeit in some spectacular locations.
Yeah, no, we are very fortunate, and all of us are very thankful to be able to do what we do. And yeah, this is like stepping out into our backyard coming here. It was only a couple-hour plane ride instead of 26, 28 hours. Rio shooting another 9 just out the bottom.
Pagni not likely to offer too many opportunities to Reo Wilde to get back into this. It was a 2-point lead after the 2
There's another 10.
first ends, and there's another 10 for Pagni.
And you can see he's just grouping so well. He's right on the bottom side. He made a side adjustment there. So I think Rio's going to have a tough time coming back on this one, even though there's still a lot of arrows left. There's a 10.
Smattering of applause here at Lindquist Field. As Pagni opens the door a little bit.
Yep, a 9 low, and you can see all of his arrows still on the low side. He should move his side a little bit more unless he's just making a little bit of a weak shot and they're going off down there. And there's another 10 for Rio. He knows he needs them.
Everything's still to the left.
Absolutely has to have them. He finishes with 78 points through the first 3 sets.
Sergio gives him one, so Rio gets one back there.
So
It's
things tightening up a little bit.
Only a 1-point game with 6 arrows left. Now it's very manageable. Now it's, in this game in the men's compound, 2 points is a lot, 1 point isn't a lot. It's just one of them things that a single point makes a huge difference. I mean, you look at the ranking rounds, and the difference in 1 point or 2 points can be 3rd to 10th place. You know, it's super, super tight, and all these guys at the top shoot so well. You know, so it's just,
If somebody's going to wear down, they're going to wear down psychologically before they do physically, even though we're at the end of a long week where a lot of arrows have been shot.
yeah, I know, but you know, we all train hard, and everyone out here in this final shoots a lot, so you're not going to get too tired or fatigued from the shooting. It's more just mentally getting drained, and you know, coming towards the end of a season and traveling a lot, you know, you start mentally getting a little bit tired. But just being able to keep that up and pulling it out when you need to.
Good strong
The
arrow.
will to win. We'll see if Rio's got that. I'm sure he does. But can he make it happen?
There's a 10.
There we go.
He knows it too. You know, I've hung out with Rio a lot, and he hates losing, so he's going to really put the pressure on himself to shoot good these next 6 arrows.
Pagni answers.
Sempre basso.
Still shooting low, but you can see he moved the sight there, so. Rio with another 10.
Throws down the gauntlet for Pagni.
What I'm talking about.
We'll see if he can pick it up. His track record would indicate he can. And has.
There's another 10.
And
Finally
does.
shooting one on the high side. Rio needs to shoot another 10 here to keep the pressure on.
It's on the line. They call it a 10.
It's a 10-9 liner. I'm going to have to say that that one's out.
There is an asterisk on it.
There's a 10.
Without a doubt.
So I think with 3 arrows left, Sergio's going to have probably a 2-point lead going in, which with 3 arrows left might be hard to come back from.
So Reo Wilde assesses the situation, knows what he's up against as he awaits the official verdict as to that last arrow. Will it be a 1-point lead or a 2-point lead for Pagni?
And even if it is a 2-point lead, Sergio in the third end shot at 28, so anything's possible. I mean, 2 points it's tougher, but you could still come back from it.
So all that Reo Wilde can do at this point is take care of his own business. The same goes for Pagni. He knows that as well. And we're coming down the stretch now here in the men's individual bronze medal competition.
And the wind is finally starting to pick up like it was last night here, and it's switched actually completely directions. It's been blowing left all night, and it just switched right. So
you're right, it's swirling back around now. We'll see if that has any impact. And there's a 10.
On that left side, so if you're on that left side, hold it in the middle.
And you hear Logan talking about the wind switch, telling them to aim off a little bit. And there's a 10-9 liner.
On the line, you think?
Ooh, that one's going to be close.
They put an asterisk by it. That's possibly a point that Pagni is given back.
Yep.
And Reo shoots another 10. Yep. So it's going to come down to that asterisk whether Reo picks up a point or not.
Of course, if Pagni finishes off with a couple of 10s, it's academic. That's a 10.
Yep. So Reo needs a 10 here
And a lot of luck.
yeah, and a chance. There it is, 10, 10, 10. He did it when he needed it, just
That's all
like
you could
Garrett
do.
did. Yep, he did. He threw it all out there and left it all on the line. So Sergio needs a 10 here to win it outright, and that is a 10 on the line, it looks like, and it's not going to matter if that other arrow's in or not. He's going to get Reo by 1 point.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think.
moot point, yes. It's over. And the two competitors shake hands, congratulate each other on a well-played match.
Yep. Sergio, the Sultan of Smooth.
Sultan is smooth, eh?
Yep. That's what George calls him. So goes out there and wins the bronze medal. Good shooting by him, and Reo put up a good fight too. Just missed too many in the first half of that match.
He and Logan will have a lot to talk about on the ride home to Pocatello tonight. You see the disappointment on the face of Reo Wilde, who wanted to come out of here and get that bronze medal and appear on the victory podium, the victory stand during the medal ceremony, but that will not be the case tonight as Segio Pagni comes up with a big victory, winning here in Ogden, Utah, the bronze medal in the men's competition in the compound. It has been a great night of shooting. We've seen some tremendous scores and some tremendous performances, and